Hello everybody, welcome to Bobby's live feed. Nobody's watching yet because I've only just switched on, but let me just adjust this cap a little bit. Yeah, let's wait and see, wait for one or two to come on. Stephen Ellis is the first one on. Well done, Stephen. Hiya. Just cap. It doesn't really matter because when I do this blog, well, it's nice to have people watching, but I do it because it saves me doing all that writing and telling everybody how my match is going. Oh, hi Sir Bob, but that looks like a Russian name which I can't pronounce. Hi Steve. Oh, that's an Italian chow. Let's have a look. Now let me tell you where I am. Now this is, I've got in a match today. This is the Norwich and District AA. It's a pairs match, 45 pairs, so 90 anglers on the River Thurne and the River Bure, spread out through different sections. And it's all really about, it's over 2 days, it's all really about winning your section. There's only 10 in a section, and it'll be a lot of money to the two anglers that have done well over 2 days. Now yesterday, would you believe, this is June, it's freezing cold, there's a northerly wind, we're probably only about 10 miles off the North Sea here, and it really is freezing cold. I don't know about flaming June, freezing June. So I'm going to show you where I am in a minute. Now yesterday I didn't do, it was a tough day, and I sort of had a rethink on what I was going to do today, and I've fared a lot better, and I'll tell you about my match in a sec. Let me just show you where I am. So I'm on the River Thurne. I mean, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? This is a tidal river. Although it flows quite hard, the depth probably, I wouldn't have thought the depth has altered between low and high tide, only about 10 centimetres, so that's about 4 inches. Now there's looking, the tide at the moment is coming in. Look at them two big white posts there to handicap me if I'm on the feed. I don't know who put those up there, they're not mine. There's a lovely holiday cottage on the other bank. I mean, it's beautiful, look, but I've got a bare bank there. If I was throwing a feeder, all I've got is a bare bank, and if you go down a bit, lovely reed fringed. So I've just opted to fish for roach today. There's a lot of anglers on already. Hi Ian, Chris Kelly's watching. Bet there aren't any sunbathers. No Chris, there's no sunbathers opposite today. No, there isn't. Let me show you what I've been using. I've kept it pretty simple today, really. Oh, in that muck there's some red worms, but I haven't used those. I've caught mainly on those pinkies. Been loose feeding a few big maggots. Casters, I haven't put a caster on the hook today. Let me show you what I've been using. So I've been using that elastic. That's what I've used today. Basically, I've had most of my fish. On that green elastic 1.3 microbore and a 16 classic hook. That says that they're to 012, but I retimed to 010. But they're more like an 18 really. So that's what I've used. I'll show you my rig in a minute. There's all the ground bait I've got left. Not much, is it? I've been feeding ground bait with quite a few pinkies and casters in it. My coat's there in case it rains. So I haven't put much out today, really. I've got a double roller set up there, 2 sphere rollers. And I've been fishing. I fed 2 lines, one at... Let me come back to me. I fed 1 line at 11 metres for roach, and another line with another joint on, so 12.5 metres for skimmers to use with them. So the main rig, I've put a flat float up, a 3 gram flat float, but I haven't really fished it because it's been really windy, so it's been a job to hold it. and I was catching so well. I say so well, I mean, this section was one with 8 pounds yesterday, and I was catching I've been catching a good rate. This is the rig. I'm just going to show you the rig I've used. Quite a simple rig. My float, there's my float there. Let me have a look, let me show you. There's my float there. Only a 1 1/4 gram DT Nevis float. And look at that. On the tip, sometimes you can paint them, but I've just put a bit of black silicone on the tip so that it saves spoiling the float, doesn't it? Billy Hughes told me about that. Well, I did know about it, but he reminded me about it the other day. And I found a bit of nice silicone that just slips over the top. And there's my, and all I've done is, so that's a 1 1/4 float, so I've got a gram Olivet on there. Just a gram, you can just about see it, can't you? 1 gram Olivet. Them 2 stots below there are what I've overshotted the float with. So I had 2 number 10 Olivets. Let me have a look. 2 number 10 Olivets, and then all I've had is two number 10 droppers on there. That's all, and a quite a long hook length, sort of. I don't know, 25 centimetre hook length. So I fished over depth with that 16 hook, and the best bait has been a single pinky. I've put maggot on as well. Feeding was the most important thing. It was really tough yesterday, and I don't think I did my peg justice, because the section was only one with 8 pound. I had 6 pounds something and was 4th, so really I didn't. Oh, my daughter said, "Hello Daddy, I'm here," and she sent me 2 kisses. Sorry about that. Sorry about interrupting my live chat, because my daughter, she doesn't usually get a chance to watch me, and I don't think she understands this technical stuff. Hi Yuri. It was Yuri's birthday yesterday. How old are you, Yuri? I reckon you're about 25. So he's a good Russian friend of mine. So somebody sent me a message in Russian, so no way am I going to understand that, am I? And, do you know what? This is wonderful, this live feed. You just get people from all over the world. So the most important thing today on this river was cupping in ground bait with pinkies and caster, and then fishing just over to a fairly light float, but it was flowing but not ripping through. But just dropping your float in, your Olivet in, just above your ground bait, and then just holding it as it ran over where you've cupped in the balls. I was cupping in 2 balls, quite fairly rich balls, every 45 minutes, and then just loose feeding a few of those big maggots that I showed you earlier, loose feeding a few of those just to draw fish. Always got to think about drawing fish. And I've had a nice day. 118 fish. I've had a couple of skimmers. I had one nice skimmer, probably 1.5 pounds on single pinky. I didn't go out on my skimmer line. I had 2 or 3 and 1 or 2 nice roach. A real mixture. You know, a bit of everything. But the secret was, it hasn't been fishing very well this river. The secret was today was keeping everything really tight, cupping in, dropping your bait in, holding your pinky over depth, just hanging on to it a little bit. So what I tried to do is that float's tried to go under, and I've just held it so that black tip showed and let it run. If the float tried to come out of the water too much, then you just let your pole go down and try to work it so that little black tip is just showing. You get a little dig, and that's the bite. And it just got better and better as the day went on. I did catch my bream 1.5 pound fish, and I had 1 or 2 skimmers. I had 1 or 2 better fish earlier because the tide was what we call ebbing at first for the first hour and a half, and then it's been flooding. So it's ebbing going out, flooding coming in. Chris Kelly's watching. Quite a few people are watching. Yeah, I love this. So today, now this section was one with 8 pounds yesterday. I'm guessing, I will post tonight, I'll do a catch shot and post, but I think I've caught I caught over 10 pounds. Have I caught 11? Might have caught 11 pounds, 118 fish. But a lovely day, although it's been horrible, wild downstream wind, because it just depends which way it flows. But you know, I've been catching pretty well, really. So it's it's been nice. Bernie's been here today. I brought Bernie out again. Let's have a look so we can see Bernie. Oh, she's chatting to somebody up there, chatting on the bank, look. And she's had that hood up. It's been freezing cold, sat in the car most of the day. So there's my double roller set up. And let's come back to me. This is the River Thurne in Norwich. It's a tidal river. It runs into the Bure. So it runs into the River Bure, but some of the match today is on the Bure, some is on the Thurne. We won't do any good in the pairs because Billy had 4 points yesterday, I had 4 points, so it was 8 points. Unless we both win our section today, then we might just scrape in if we're lucky. Let's come back to me and I'll say goodbye and I'll thank everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little short programme. So the most important thing is how I've fished today. I've fished at 11 metres. That's how I've had most of my fish, mostly roach, but some skimmers. Cupping in 2 balls, good sized balls, 2 not little tiny balls that just about fit in the cup, 2 big balls every 45 minutes. I've probably used, I don't know, I've used 2 kilo or more of ground bait through the pole cup, so a lot of feed really. But it's really freezing cold, look. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Wind's blowing, and I do apologise because you get wind noise on this, so I just hope you've enjoyed my short live feed. Thank you all for watching, really appreciate it. Sharon replied to Andy. I don't know what she said to Andy. Oh, she said hi, Andy Chinnery. Thanks all for watching, and I'll post tonight to let you know how I've done. Okay, bye from a shivering Bobby who can't wait to get packed away and in the car, get the heated seats on and the heater up to about 28. I've got to go back to the reception tonight anyway, so okay, bye everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed this short live feed. Bye for now.